Hello everyone, my name is Jenny. Welcome to my channel, Callie Jenny's Crafty Stitching. In today's video, we are going to be carrying on with our Wattobizz Stitch and Chat series. I think this might be 51, I'm not even sure. As I am filming, today is Thursday, November 13th. It is 4:45 in the morning. I think Starfire is already getting ready to jump up here and join us. But we are going to go ahead and get into this. I do want to say though really quick, thank you so much everybody for stopping by to hang out with me for a little while again. Today, if you are new, hope you will check out that playlist. Hope you'll enjoy the video. Consider becoming a part of the family here and hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell. And for all of you, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you give me that thumbs up. Just helps out my channel, helps out other cross-stitch enthusiasts find their way to me, as that is primarily what I do with the occasional something different. And I did want to pan out really quick, and because last time I didn't show all of this beautiful Wattobizz magnet, and I did want you to be able to see it. I have gotten 3 others. I've done a video, I think it was in my last floss tube. I actually showed all the other ones that I got. But look at this. So, this, oh my God, the little baby dragon, come on. It's just too adorable for words. But that is my beautiful first Wattobizz. Let me zoom back in here now. Now I gotta get all set again, make sure everybody can see. Because I do have this in pretty close again this morning. Trying to give you a really good view. Let's see, can we see here? I think we can. So if I get out of view during this video, I do apologize. I try to keep an eye out, but I also like to give you as close up a view as possible. I'm trying to decide, maybe I should just do it this way. You know what, I think I'm just gonna go do it like this, so then I don't have to worry. I know you're gonna be able to see. If you prefer it up closer and don't mind the occasional blurring, just leave me a comment down below and we'll do it up closer next time. All right, so let me go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pull up my chair here so we can all be comfortable. I'm in my usual classy setup. I have my scroll frame on my 2 little containers here on each end, which just works out perfectly for me. Okay, let's see here. I think we're going to start. I got a lot of loose threads. I did work on this just the tiniest bit last night. I did also thread up a whole bunch more threads. I think we're going to start though with this one here, doing these little pink squares, not to be confused with these other pink ones. They're actually little round circles. They're not the same as these squares. So, and I've said it many a times, but for anybody who is new, this was my first Wattobizz win, auction win. And since then, the canvases have changed so drastically, you wouldn't even recognize this as being a Wattobizz. I still personally love this one. But the newer kits obviously are definitely better as far as the printing. I've shown the comparison before. It's like, seriously, like night and day. But I do still enjoy this one. This one is such an easy stitch to work on. So I absolutely love it. I do intend to continue working on this one for a while until you guys tell me you're tired of seeing it. Probably even maybe past the end of the year. So I'm going to continue this one, like I said, until you guys tell me you do not want to see it anymore, like see something different. But I do have a couple of other stitch and chats that I am doing as well that are different. So there you go. All right, let me just make sure, yeah. Starfire is over here, of course, already. I don't want to move the camera, though, again, so just know she's there. She's saying her morning hello. Okay, and then for also anybody who's new, a little bit about Wattobizz. Sandy over at Wattobizz is the owner and artist over there. She creates all the artwork. And she does cross-stitch kits. She does PDFs for those who prefer to do it counted. And she also, sorry, that's Starfire getting in the light, of course. And she also does diamond paintings. Plus she has a shop there with a lot of the tools. She's got the frames, the stands, the magnets. And I personally love her magnets best because hers has the 3 inset magnets on the needle minder itself and then comes with 3 magnet attachments to hold it, which the others typically only come with 1, some with none to attach it. So they're just really strong and they are awesome. So she is my favorite magnet queen now. Make sure these are not squares. And then the first of every month, she does do a cross-stitch auction. Hold on, let me try to adjust this light because this cat, she is just all up in the business. Okay, hopefully that'll help. First weekend of every month, she does do a cross-stitch kit auction, and those are all one of a kind. So if you win it, there will not be another one exactly like it. You might be able to find similar ones. Sometimes there are, but I'd say probably for a good share of them, you're not even going to find something similar. So it's fun. It's a good time. I really enjoy it. Okay, of course, all that information will be in the description box down below, as well as the discount code to save 5% on standard kits, because that is another thing. You can get these kits in standard kits of 50 colors, or you can get them in max colors, which is at least 100 colors, and often way more than that. I do tend to get them in the standard kits because I'm always very happy with the 50 colors. But for those of you more adventurous and like to maybe make yours even more colorful, max colors is an option. And hers always comes with an excellent toolkit also. So just be sure to check her out if you haven't already. Like I said, all the information will be down there below. She's such a lovely lady. Absolutely adore her. If I felt like moving this camera, you guys would crack up at Starfire right now. She is just so into this stitching. Hopefully my hand's not in the way here. I keep forgetting. I try to remember to keep one hand on the canvas. 1, to help with focusing, but 2, because this one is in one of the wooden scroll frames. Because I only have so many of the aluminum ones, and they all have other kits in them. So this one is in the wooden frame, scroll frame, and you can't get it as tight as you can those aluminum frames because they don't have the stretcher bars. They just have, the little rods that you wrap it around, you just twist it as tight as you can. And there you go. There's no stretcher bar to make it tight. As many of you know, I just got back from my cruise. I do have some video and some pictures that I'm not sure if I'm going to put it together as a separate little video or just add it at the end of one of my videos. I might even, who knows, I might even add it at the end of this one. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do time-wise. I already have so many videos I have to do. So I might just put it at the end of this one or one of my other videos. I mean, I got some good footage, but I didn't film the entire trip, obviously. But I got some. And thank you to all of you who wished us a wonderful trip. I love you guys. You guys are always so awesome. But let me just grab these really quick. I think this is the square, not the circle. Hopefully, in the end, it probably won't make a whole lot of difference, but I think those ones are circles, but I think these are squares. So we booked a cruise. We've always booked on Carnival. And the first two cruises, we just absolutely loved them. Could not wait to get back on the ship. Immediately booked our new cruises up until COVID hit back in 2020. We had one scheduled for that fall, a 5-day to Cabo, which wound up, of course, being canceled because of the COVID epidemic. So this was our first cruise since then. So we hadn't been in years because I didn't want to get stuck on a ship for 3 months like you were seeing happen in the news and everything during COVID. So this was our first one since pre-COVID. And this time we booked on the Carnival Firenze. Now, I do want to say right up front that the Carnival Firenze is an Italian-themed ship, has absolutely beautiful aesthetics, beautiful artwork around the ship. Not a thing wrong with this ship. It just all comes down, I think, to personal preference on what you like. For me, I'm not going to lie. Well, for me and my husband both. We were kind of bored after the first couple of days and ready to be home. We were by Friday. Now, mind you, we got on this ship. It was before lunchtime on Monday the 3rd. By Friday morning, we were absolutely ready to be home. Absolutely ready. And it was a few of the things. Like I said, the boat is beautiful. A lot of marble and, Italian decor. Absolutely gorgeous. Can't fault the decor at all. It was beautiful. A couple of our main issues. One, it didn't seem to have as much stuff going on as the prior cruises. So it had, of course, 15 decks, but it seemed like almost everything was happening on deck 10 that was to happen. I mean, on the upper deck, they did have some water slides, but we don't do that. They had this, I can't even remember what it's called, like a rope walk or whatever, way up there that you could walk around, way, obviously way above the water. And again, we don't do that either. So again, nothing wrong with this ship. It's just personal preference. I do love to play ping pong, but they only had 2 tables. They were always busy. You could not get one. I don't know. And then a lot of the loungers, it was very, very, very hot and humid down in Cabo. And almost none of the loungers have umbrellas. There was only a handful of umbrellas, and of course those were always taken. I'm not going to go sit out under an umbrella at 5 o'clock in the morning just to hold it. No. Had to scoot Starfire. She's like got her head underneath has slowly worked her head underneath my canvas right now, and I know what she's up to. She's getting ready to strike. So could never get one with an umbrella. And it was so hot. Just sitting there for a few minutes, it felt like the sun was burning my leg. So that was frustrating. I know a lot of people, they want to lay out and get a tan. They don't want an umbrella. But at least have a good selection of them for those who do. Or, you know, you can always put the umbrella down if you don't want to use it. But we could never even get one. And the food. Okay. Now, they had some great places to eat on there, for sure. Guy Fieri's hamburger joint, absolutely delicious. And of course, included in your cruise package. A lot of the food was. They had Tomodoro's, which was an Italian and Mexican fusion sort of place. It also was very, very good. The buffet, however, normally the buffet on the cruise ships, I think, are really, really good. This one, it was not, in my opinion. First off, it seemed like breakfast was the exact same breakfast every single day, the same options. And they didn't sit well with my stomach, and I may have enjoyed it somewhat the first morning, but I was not enjoying it after that. And another thing that was frustrating, I know all these cruise ships always have other restaurants, their specialty restaurants not included in your cruise package that you can go to. But it just seemed like an extra amount of them on this ship were extra pay. And they were quite pricey. I believe when we had looked on the app, I think it was like $60 to probably close to $100 per person, depending on which restaurant you were going to. No, thank you. I don't eat enough to pay that for my food. Now, I heard that these places are excellent, so if you are willing to do that, that's an excellent option for those of you who do not mind paying it. However, I do mind. I buy a cruise to be all-inclusive. So I was not going to do that. Overall, I mean, the food wasn't bad. Hold on, I got to move her. She is just like going to grab my floss. Hold on. I got to rearrange because I hit my camera. Maybe I'll cut it out. Okay. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, hold on, I don't know what I did there, but I need to go back down. Oh, I think I had just stuck it through there to hold it. Okay. Anyway, so I also felt like another issue that I had is the hubby and I, how did I miss this one? The hubby and I, we've had this conversation. We wake up very early. We're so used to it because of work that it's just what we do now. We can't help it. No matter how late we go to bed, we wake up early. And for whatever reason, on this cruise ship, it seemed like everything fun was happening really late. And we would be like, okay, let's try to stay up late. Let's go try to enjoy this. But then by the time the evening came around and it's getting late for us, we decided we didn't want to. It was like, we're tired now. We don't even feel like it. Like, one of the nights they had 80s rock night or whatever, which I would have really enjoyed doing because, I was an 80s girl. That's when I was in high school. But it didn't start till 10:30 at night. I mean, seriously? 10:30? Mind you, a lot of the people that book these cruises, they're older like us. Obviously not everybody. They have young people on there too, but I think are those circles or squares? I think they're circles. So that was disappointing for us. And again, that's personal preference. For people who like to stay up late, it was wonderful. But we're early birds. So, and then there's always like this, I don't care what ship you're on, there's always like a main area where you can look up from the bottom floor, which on this ship was deck 3. Look up at several floors, and it's just such a gorgeous view. And this one was too. No difference there. Absolutely beautiful for sure. But usually there was always something going on in that area. They're like always got music going. Good time. And this one during the day didn't really have much of anything going on other than the big bar that people were getting drinks from. And then in most of the evenings, it just had people playing a violin. And again, personal preference. And it wasn't mine. So again, there's really nothing wrong with this ship if it's your style of fun. So no fault of theirs. We're the one who booked it. It just wasn't for us. So we know going forward not to go on that particular cruise again. We did go into Cabo briefly. We were there for 2 days. And I do say briefly because it wasn't very long. There is no dock big enough for the cruise ships. I think it's the water, maybe it's too shallow that close up. I don't know, but so they put the anchor down out a ways, and then all these boats come in to take people back and forth into Cabo, which was fun. It actually wasn't that difficult. It wasn't as much of a scene as I thought it would be. That was all good. Like an extra little boat ride of their like marina. That was kind of cool. Then you get off on the dock. And first they have officials there with dogs smelling all your stuff. Like the ship would have let anybody take anything on there they shouldn't have. But, whatever. Should be checking to make sure I'm even in frame here. I hope I am. Let me just move a little bit here. So you have to wait for all that. Then you can get through. And then there's just people. A crush of people in your face, following you, yelling, trying to sell you stuff, all kinds of stuff. Trips and excursions and things. I mean, just non-stop. It's just not for me. That's not my idea of fun. And if I want something, I'll come to you and look. I don't like people, being right up on me, following me around and yelling. Not like yelling in a bad way, just trying to get their voices heard over all the other ones, which I understand that. They're trying to earn a living, and I get that. Again, it's just personal preference. Some people might find that fun and exciting. I don't. So I don't think we're probably going to book another cruise for next year. Maybe the year after. But again, it wasn't terrible. But I'm not going to lie, we did wind up spending a lot of time in our stateroom, which was very nice. Stateroom was very nice. Loved the view outside our window. We did not have a balcony room, but we did have I think I made it too short. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pin stitch this. Let me try to get this back on, try one more time. I hate when I do that. Okay, maybe let's try it a little. See, it's already going to come out. Darn it. Yeah, I did it too short. All right, well, I did put it up through the middle, so hopefully that will hold it and not come undone. leave it a little bit longer than I normally would. I'll stitch over it. You won't see it anyway. Let me get a drink of my coffee here. Where are we at? I'm sitting here talking so much. Jeez, I didn't even realize. I'm just taking up all our time. But I know you guys wanted to hear about this trip. And again, it was not a bad trip. It just, we enjoyed the other boats so much more. And I feel like this one also might have been a little smaller. And that might be why some of the lesser otters. But you know what? The staff and crew, I loved all of them. They were all so nice and friendly. The boat, or ship rather, was absolutely gorgeous. The decor was gorgeous. I do have some videos, some pictures that I will be sharing. Like I said, if I can, I'll try to add them at the end of this video. If not this one, another one. But, I mean, really, it was beautiful. And if you can stay up late to enjoy this stuff, because pretty much during the day, all they had really going on other than, you know, eating or lounging out in the heat was going to your room and watching TV, what little bit there was to offer in your stateroom. Or they did have trivia. It seemed like they had trivia going all day, like in one of the lounges. All day, different types of trivia, sports trivia, movie trivia, music trivia. I mean, just nonstop trivia. That was like their fun focus every day during the day. We did do the one of the music trivias, and we did poorly. They did a lot of the newer stuff that we don't listen to, types of music, and I think out of 15 we got 3. So, you know, that's no fun. And I listen to quite a bit of music. But, yeah. Well, they also wanted you to name who sang it and what the name of the song was. And some of them I would know. I'd be like, oh my God, I know it. But I couldn't think of the name of the song. Or I couldn't think of the name of the who sang it. But that was pretty much all day, every day. You had options, you know, different trivia. That was basically it. Like I said, other than eating or one of the main pool areas. They also only had 2 very small pools for 4,200 people. 2 small little pools. They did have the slides up above, but they kind of emptied out into the kids' little water park thing, you know, a little splash playground or whatever. So we didn't do any of that. But they would do the occasional thing, like they had, what do they call it? Cornhole, I think is what we call it, with the boards with the little hole in it, and you throw the bean bags, try to get in the hole. I think it was day 1 on the first sea day, they had like a competition for that. But of course, they had 2 boards at 4,200 people. So that was out. They showed movies in the one area with one of the small pools, but they were like Moana 2 or a really old movie. Nothing contemporary, nothing new other than cartoons. So, yeah. Just not our preference. But again, for others who like that sort of theme, it's perfect for you. And if you can stay up late when all the fun stuff is. They did have comedy clubs in the evening. We did go to one, which was pretty funny. We did enjoy that. And Starfire is back. But yeah, so I'd say we probably did enjoy the first couple of days. And And then we were just kind of bored. And, you know, some people just feel that way anyway. That's why cruising isn't for everybody. But I know typically we do love it. So it was just the ship. That just wasn't the right one for us. But you don't know till you try it, right? I know a lot of other people were having a good time. Now, there were also several like us who said they weren't really enjoying it either. But again, personal preference. But I love the Carnival Cruise Line. I love the staff is always so friendly, so fun. So we will go again, just not on that particular ship. It was funny, though. It's because I am a morning person. Me and the hubby both are morning people. We wake up, like I said, very early, always. Probably almost every day on the ship, we probably were awake by around 5:45 most mornings. And we would go out, get ready, and then go out to get our coffee. And there, it was almost a ghost town. You didn't see hardly anybody. And I did take a little bit of video of that, so that'll be part of the video I show. And how there's like nobody. You didn't hardly see anyone that early in the morning. Of course not. They had to stay up late to enjoy the entertainment. We did it. We can't. Because we wake up so early, we can't even help it. We wake up so early that, by 8:30, 9 o'clock, we're just too tired. Nothing sounds fun anymore. We just want to go and relax in our stateroom and go to bed. Party poopers, right? I mean, we're not big drinkers either, so, we each had one drink at the comedy club. That's it, because we just don't. But yeah, we were ready to come back. We were ready to be back on Friday for sure. The seas were really rough coming back from Cabo to Ensenada. And I think that was when they were having the king tides here. And so the seas were really rough. I think a lot of people didn't even come out of their staterooms. I think people who don't even normally get sick was getting sick. I got a little queasy. But yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking. But yeah, hopefully I'll have a chance to add the footage at the end of this video, just kind of put together what I got. I just came back and I have so much to do. I have so many unboxings to do. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'll try. I so love working on this. I wish I could just sit here today and stitch this. I don't even think I mentioned when we switched over to the yellow, but we did. The yellow, sorry for that lighting. She just keeps getting in the light. She's just being so frustrating this morning. She's like, pay attention to me. You were gone for a week. Sorry, the camera's moving. It's because she keeps jumping back and forth. We're about out of time anyway. This is already... But especially if I wind up adding the footage, which I'm hoping to do. Because today's only Thursday, so I do have the opportunity to edit on this until Sunday evening at least. Tomorrow I'll probably try to film one of my other stitch and chats, the ones that I do on Tuesdays. I want to get back to my normal filming schedule now, starting this next week. Well, for you, it'll be this week, because you won't see it till Sunday. Oops, I almost forgot to do this one. Last night I did go ahead and complete those legs that needed to be done down here. I went ahead and did them. But again, do let me know if you would rather have the camera closer up on the canvas and just put up with the occasional little bit of blurring, or if this works for you. And remember, I do have that Christmas giveaway going. If you wanted to participate and missed out, I talked about it in my last floss tube. And I picked a word that you need to use, and you do need to do it in the comments on that video. So I only have to go through the one video to get the winner. I have a separate one going on my Facebook group that I have pinned to the featured tab. And I am going to be doing a Wattobizz giveaway either in January or February. I'm not sure yet. More details on that to come later. All right, everybody, I am going to have to wrap this up because unfortunately duty calls and I must go to work. Yippee. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you so much for listening to me. Hopefully it wasn't disappointing. I'm always truthful, my friends, and I know you wanted to hear about it, and I can't do anything but tell you the truth. So, but again, like I said, it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't the right cruise for us is all. All right, well, I must get to work. So love you guys. Again, if you have not already subscribed and you enjoyed the video, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you are notified when I upload my videos. And if all of you could hit that thumbs up for me, just helps me out with my channel. Leave me a comment. I always answer everybody as long as it shows me your comment. I don't know of anybody that I've missed. I love hearing from you guys on what you're working on. And that is going to be a wrap for today. So I hope you will all be very safe. I hope you will always be blessed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, Jenny here. Start of our vacation. We are at our hotel. At the very top, they do have a bar/restaurant. Here's the hubby. Say hello. Hi. All right, just wanted to share. There is our view from the restaurant. It's a beautiful view from the dining. All right, just wanted to kick off the start of this vacation, share it with you guys. We'll be sharing more with you as the vacation goes on and as we are getting on the boat. I'll come back. All right, see you guys soon. Okay, so here we are sitting in the waiting area to go on the ship. They are not boarding it. Looks like there might still be people coming off. It is a nice area, very large area in here. We are in the section for Close to the Fun. Hopefully you'll be able to hear this. Kind of loud in here, but I will try to remember to take more video as we are going up the gangplank into the ship. everybody. This is our hallway here.
Nice.
Hubby over there. And then this is our room. I believe these are probably all closet right here. This is the tiny bathroom. And our shower.
Here's the closet.
The couch with a little table.
Here's our life jacket scissors.
And that's closet. Has some drawers in there. This is
Another
going to be
closet.
the where
More
you can
closet,
hang
hang
stuff.
stuff.
And then there's another one here.
More hanging stuff.
So there's a closet for me and a closet for the hubby. And a little vanity
Shower.
space right here.
Nice.
The king size bed. And then of course we do have a TV. And we have a window. We do not have a balcony this time. We will next time. But this is what we have this time. And look at, there's some of the lifeboats. So if things get crazy, we know where to go, right? All right. Okay, catch you up here in a bit. That is it for this room. Pretty nice, I'd say, right? Wave hello, hubby John. Wave.
Hey, we're here.
Let the vacation begin. And then look at that beautiful picture on the wall. Make you feel right at home. Okay, gonna go probably grab some lunch. We'll be back. Okay, here we are on the Lido deck. This is where a lot of parties are gonna happen apparently. Let's see what we can see. I know this is the Java Blue Cafe where you will pay extra for everything. Got a pool here. Took us forever to figure out the elevators.
This guy's burger joint.
That is where we are going first, the marketplace, where they have the buffet. And then look at that view. Hopefully it picks up. Okay. I need a cup of coffee, y'all. You know me. I need my coffee, huh? Okay. guys, look at this. This is 6:20 in the morning on the ship. There's like almost nobody. If you go on a cruise, this is what time you want to be moving around. This is the best ever. I'll go ahead and take you with me for a moment. I may use music during part of the video.
Where we are now.
Tells you there was a map saying where we were right now. And then that's just one of the many outside cams they have. That's one of the main areas.
Yeah, that's where we are.
There's the map of where we are now, heading down to the very tip of Baja California.
21 knots, going faster. Yesterday it was 9, now it's 21.
For a little walk around. I'll probably speed this up. I don't know. We'll see how I put this video together. Where you have to pay instead of just going to one of the many places you can get it for free.
Like the cookie cup.
Right, look at the view outside that. Got a pool again over here, one of them. Of course, they have all their life jackets there. Some of these places, of course, aren't open yet. It's again 6:20 in the morning. Yeah, but I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go in here.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey everybody, just getting off in Cabo San Lucas. Kind of a look around, it's kind of crazy. I will come back and we might have a little bit more breathing room. Alright, get ready to go back to our ship on the little boat shuttle because our ship can't dock. Hello, hubby? Hubby John?